Okay, now we're ready. You want to come say it?
Yeah.
Okay, come sit on my lap. Okay, you're up.
What's up? Good morning. Welcome to a GAMEDAY. I did some was good person, but good. This was goofy.
Good job. Good job. Yay. Okay, what's up, everybody? Good morning. Welcome to a Saturday edition of Morning,
Good.
presented by
Book.
the Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic, Paris Construction and Roofing, Unique Physique, uniquephysique.com, Restored Motions, restoredmotions.com, Boatcock Brothers Premium Cigar. Use the code MAT15 for 15% off. Good this sweet. You trying to get away?
Yeah.
Hey, I have a question for you first. Wait, real quick. Question. Hey, LSU plays baseball today. What do we say?
Go Tigers!
Good job. I love the energy. Bring that energy. Bring that energy all day today. Go Tigers. Go Tigers. Good this way. Okay. All right, everybody. Good morning. Glad to have you all aboard with us. Go this way. All right, everybody. It is game day. LSU, Coastal Carolina, game 1. It's time to kick it. Time to kick this thing off as LSU goes for natty number 8. Fired up for it, man. Hopefully it'll be a great night. Hopefully Kate Anders. Huh? What? Me. You could just heard. Oh yeah. There we go. And there we go. All right. So game 1 tonight, 6:00, LSU, Coastal Carolina. Good as sweet. Love LSU in this ball game tonight. I think if they're going to throw a power righty named Cam Fluky. Go this way. But it's nothing LSU hasn't seen, and probably a guy whose numbers are inflated by the fact that he played a Sun Belt schedule. So it's, again, no disrespect. I had one scout tell me they project him as a first rounder next year, and he's 6'6", throws mid-90s, has a loop and breaking ball. On the season, he has a 3.29 ERA, a 109 strikeouts in 95 and 2/3 innings pitched, and that's impressive. And you look at good this way. Good this way. But here's the teams he faced: Kansas State, Ohio State, Rutgers, East Carolina, Georgia Southern, Troy, Texas State, Arkansas State, Georgia State, Marshall, James Madison, App State, Old Dominion, Marshall again, Fairfield, then Auburn and Arizona. Against Auburn and Arizona, he was pretty good. He went 5 innings against Auburn and 4 innings against Arizona. Against Auburn, the 5 innings, he allowed 6 runs. I'm sorry, 3 runs on 6 hits. Against Arizona, 2 runs on 2 hits, and went just 4 innings. That was in their CWS opener. So again, a good player, a good arm talent, just nothing LSU hasn't already seen. And a hat tip to Hunt Palmer, who wrote this at LouisianaSports.net. Go this way. Okay, Drew. Last time. Go this way. Okay. Hunt wrote this over at LouisianaSports.net. Coastal has been pretty bad this year offensively against left-handed pitchers. So they are 94th in OPS against lefties, and they are 267th in strikeout rate against lefties, 24%. So they strike out 24% of the time against left-handed pitchers. And now you're facing the guy who is a lefty, a dominant lefty, who literally leads the nation in strikeouts. that bodes really well for LSU in this ballgame. So I love LSU tonight. I think if there's a path for Coastal, it's to win behind Morrison in game 2 and then get to a game 3 where it's a one-game, winner take all type thing, and and hope the breaks fall your way. I think for LSU, you'd love to win this thing in 2. And I think they'll have a great chance to do it. So, all right. Let's say some good mornings. Please smash that like button if you would. Subscribe to the channel. Facebook, like the page, share the post. Hey, Chef, good morning. Hoot Hat Tigers. Thomas, good morning. Joe, good morning. Jeff, Aaron, good morning, y'all. Good morning. Proud father moment, Scone. My 2-year-old saw the Coastal logo, said Roosters are the bad guys. The Roosters are the bad guys. That's right. You raise them right. Tell them those Roosters are the bad guys. Those teal Roosters. Hey, Kelly Gross. Brennan, good morning. From Destin. Kids have been swimming since 7. Oh, God. That does not feel like vacation. God bless. Aaron, James, good morning. Caleb, glad to see Cowan fitting that tater tot through an onion ring yet again. Oh, my God. Need to make some Lynn Rollins shirts. Hey, Seth, good morning. Who Dat Tigers, good morning. Joshua, can't wait till you jump in the pool. Tomorrow, hopefully. Let's hope tomorrow's the day. Let's hope tomorrow's the day that I'm doing a pool jump. Fully clothed, ready to celebrate a natty and do a post-game show, smoking a Bocock Brothers premium cigar. Code Matt15 for 15% off. Enjoying a whiskey straight from the bottle and celebrating a natty. Good is sweet. Bubba, David, good morning. Christian, I see your comment. I'm not going to put it on the screen, but I see your comment. Hey, Brad, good morning. Perfect time to get some walks. Devin, good morning. Go this way. Ross, morning, Matt. Tigers are minus 200. Careful now. What do you mean careful now? I mean, today in this game, LSU is minus 160. For the championship, they're minus 190 is what I'm looking at right now. So that hasn't changed. Hey, Thomas, good morning. Cages Society, Joseph, good morning. Drew, with my 2 sons heading to Omaha. Nice. Stayed the night in Fayetteville. Snapped a friendly pic in front of Baum-Walker Stadium, almost to KC. I have a feeling, Drew, that you are probably seeing a lot of purple and gold bumper stickers and car flags and whatnot heading toward Omaha. Know a lot of people who made that drive once LSU punched their ticket to the championship series. And I would guess that this is going to be a pretty overwhelming LSU crowd at the Chuck tonight. Kyrie, what's good? Excuse me. Yeah, man, Hill Roundtree. I will probably get a little bit of that in the prelims. And I do have to take Drew to get a haircut today at 2:00. But other than that, I'm hanging until tonight. So, Skip, what's up, man? Good morning. Coastal's coach didn't say his team didn't have adversity this year. Said his team didn't have adversity this year. About to show them some. You win 56 games. UI, they have rolled through the postseason 56-11. Their conference record were they 27-3, 26-4, excuse me. They were 26-4 in conference. I mean, really good. Kyle, more than Matt, you think Einson's starting? Who's at the press conference? No, I don't. And Kate Anderson's starting this game. 100% Kate Anderson is starting this game. So Anderson will go today. Einson will go tomorrow. And let's wrap this thing up in 2. Rocky, morning from Boston. All right, Rocky. Let me know what spots you're hitting, man. We had a good time in Boston. We got to check a lot of boxes when we were there. Aside from going to the game at Fenway, it was last Friday. We spent the whole day in Boston. Got up early, did all the historical sites. The 5 key sites that are on that walking tour. Got to see all that. We did head to the north end. Got to check that little Italy part, which is cool. Had lunch on the harbor. Of course, got to see Fenway. So did a lot. It's great. I enjoyed Boston a lot. It's one of those places where it's like I could live there until the weather got cold, and I'd be like, get me out of here. Let's go. Hopefully not 48, Thomas. I mean, I want. Let's. Eric. Let's see. It should be around. Let's see if they get it done in 2. Then let's see. Game starts at 1:30 on Sunday. 4:30-ish, 3 hours to 5-ish. So we're talking 30 hours. We're about 30 hours away from a pool jump. I'm ready. Chance, I think LSU wins the series. If they don't, Coastal will claim to be Jay's daddy. That would suck. Crazy that he has to face them a second time in the finals. LSU's played Florida twice in the finals. Hey, Gail, if we win the championship, do the guys who enter the portal get a ring? Yeah, if you played on, I mean, they can make that determination, but if you were on this team, you should get a ring. For sure. I think it's unfortunate that I just saw this, Garrett. Thank you very much. That's really cool. I'm going to send that to I'm going to finish my thought.
So cool. Eric.
Oh, the ring thing. That's right. So I think it's just unfortunate. It's just the way that the portal calendar works now. So remember, I mean, you have a postseason roster anyway. So there's some guys that aren't with the team in the postseason. They go start their summer ball, but some go in the portal, which is fine. And by the way, like there's going to be guys on the team in Omaha right now that enter the portal, like whenever the season ends, whenever that is. It's just the nature of the portal cycle. We had Josh Jordan on AFR. Don't love that. There we go. Okay. I mean, you really are behind the 8 ball with recruiting and portal and everything because you're in Omaha and you're not hosting recruits and visits and all that sort of stuff. So it is like it's a challenge right now. But yes. Brian Braswell better not get out of the way of potential hit by pitch. Skip 5.91 ERA versus Power 5. Hey, Ryan Amanda Guidry, good morning. Sylvain, how does small ball approach Coastal Carolina compared to West Virginia, UCLA? Do you think playing those teams have helped prepare LSU? I do. I also think LSU being LSU this year helps in a manner. When you look at Coastal, the thing is offensively, they don't hit a ton. They've not hit a home run in 3 games in Omaha. They only have 66 homers on the season, and the wind's supposed to be blowing in. But their team on base percentage is .410. In large part, that's because they've been hit by 176 pitches this year. But Cade Anderson has hit 3. Anthony Einstein has hit 4 all season. So if they're sitting back waiting to get walked or hit, LSU is going to throw a bunch of strike throwers out there. It's probably not going to go their way. Do you have your alcohol ready for tonight? Thomas, good morning, Drew, Matt, Drew, and Erica. Hope you guys have a great and blessed day. Go Tigers. Beat the mess out of Coastal Carolina. Hey, Chance. Currently, Vandy is the only team to win 2 natties at Charles Schwab. We could be the second. Skip, K going 7+ of 12 Ks. Would love to see that. Joshua, thoughts on Coastal's conference? Showing little respect to LSU. Yeah, that's not... Joshua, I don't care at all. I think the guy who asked the question is a goofball. What do you want him to say? Like, tell me something you admire about why? No, like that's a stupid question that serves no purpose in a pre-CWS press conference. Like, people are there to write stories and to get sound bites that they need for stories they're working on, and you do that to promote the game. Like, it was some guy who was local who said, I ask this question every year. Tell me something you admire. And it was just a stupid question. I don't blame the Coastal guys at all for what they said. It was a dumb question. Kate Anderson, Shove Day. Hey, Austin, good morning. Great job on the crossover podcast. You were a clear contrast from the other guy who threw a bunch of stats without considering levels of competition. Yeah, so I did. So I love Dave Schultz, by the way. Dave, for the... Come on. Hang on. There we go. So Dave does Locked on Sunbelt. So we did a crossover episode. And he picked Coastal to win, which... if you're going to pick them to win, okay, like, fine. But where I pushed back, and you can go watch the Locked On episode, where I pushed back was, he said by game 3, Coastal would have a pitching advantage, which is a total fallacy. So they've got 3 starters. For, if you don't know, they got Cam Fluke, who's going to start tonight. They've got Jacob Morrison, who will start game 2. And they got a guy named Eichhoff, who would be their number 3. And he has been a weekend guy for them. And so it's true that he would be available in theory, but for game 3. And LSU doesn't have like a no doubt starter, number 3 starter. But whatever scenario unfolds, the reality is that when you get to Sunday, no matter what scenario unfolds, the only pitchers that would be unavailable on Monday, if you get to Monday, would be Anderson and Hines. Everybody else would be available. So that means you would have Kason Evans and Chase Shores and Zach Cowan and Jaden Newt and Maverick Rizzi and Connor and Jacob Myers. And like, going down the list, I mean, of dudes that all throw 95 or better and are just better than anything else Coastal's going to have. And don't tell me that Coastal's number 3 is going to be the guy that like just handcuffs LSU. Anyway, like, you've got a significant talent advantage across the board, and you should win this. You should win this in 2. Hey, Jeffrey, good morning. Stereo, for his letter yesterday, did a thing where he said what he liked about the starting lineup and what he didn't like, and it was tongue in cheek. And with Stanfield, he said it's like he's got the eyes from the snake from the Jungle Book. Oh my God, I lost it. It was hilarious. Michael Moore, Coastal doesn't have a lefty except their closer. Jake Brown gets the nod for the series. Yes. If it's anything other than that, I would be fall over stunned and quite honestly very upset. Yes. Especially tonight when you're facing a power righty. Jake Brown better be in the lineup. Yes. Ben, do you think we win the series? I do. I think I picked LSU in 2. I think you have ridden Anderson and Einstein all year to this point. LSU is 16-2 in games when Kate Anderson starts. I think they win tonight, and then you've got Einstein coming back tomorrow with a chance to win the national championship. And I think LSU will win the national championship tomorrow. Hi. Let's see. Bradley, Jacob, Brown Bear, good morning. Who do you think is the best current college baseball coach? Came up on Doug Walker's podcast with T-Bob. T-Bob said Jay Johnson. Doug said Tony Vitello. I would take Jay Johnson. I think I think Vitello is obviously a very good coach, and he's done a great job of talent accumulation at Tennessee. I think Tennessee's investment in baseball has been like crazy high. This is probably going to this is probably going to surprise some of you, but Texas, Texas A&M, Tennessee, Georgia, Arkansas all spent more in NIL on their rosters this year than LSU did. And it makes sense. I mean, LSU wanted Zach Root. He picked Arkansas. LSU wanted Gavin Keelan. He picked Tennessee. I mean, LSU last year was in the mix with Braden Montgomery. He picked Texas A&M. Like, I mean, LSU had, don't get me wrong, like LSU's still near the top, but and the gap in baseball financially isn't like football. Like, for example, I think what separates LSU and the other ones that I just mentioned, about $1 million. But the numbers in baseball aren't like what they are in football. Gulf South, with reporters asking dumb questions as a topic, I thought it was absolutely disgusting how Jones had a mic in his face 65 seconds after putting a bat on ball for walk-off. Trash job. No, I disagree with you there. I mean, that's your job as a field reporter, is to go get that immediate reaction. And I thought Jones's sort of loss for words was so appropriate. I mean, it kind of told the whole story. Yeah. Who else would you rather go talk to in that moment? The trainer? No, how about the guy that just hit the ball? Nothing tests the dad's physical fitness like a beach wagon haul. Hey, Scott, good morning. Deborah, good morning. Mike, hope Braswell gets a game-winning hit, one of the games. He deserves love from LSU fans. I think he's going to get love from LSU fans either way. And I hope LSU fans treat him better than they did Jordan Thompson, because LSU fans were atrocious to Jordan Thompson 2 years ago. Now, in the finals, that's the final game on the Monday, they gave him a standing ovation when he went up to bat for the first time. But leading up to that, LSU fans were embarrassing. And it sounds like there's this movement to make sure people applaud Braswell. I mean, he's in a 1 for 35. I mean, 1 for 35. It's just, Braswell hit 311 last year. I mean, he's got it in there. It has spiraled on him. And it's miserable. I feel so bad for him. But he's been great defensively. And you're going to need that against Coastal. But that said, I don't think Braswell is going to have the opportunity for a game-winning hit. Like, if there's a scenario that unfolds where Braswell is due up with the opportunity to get the game-winning hit, they're going to pinch hit for him. Like, you're not sending him out there. I thought you were going to watch the game tonight from the pool. Nope, not watching the game tonight from the pool. Tomorrow will be the pool jump. Again, if they win that's been my bet. If they win the national championship, we'll get a pool jump. Hi. Steven, Coastal obviously didn't learn about bad karma from Wake Forest. Hey, Mr. Tilley, good morning. Have a parish day. Don't mind if I do. Devin, kind of worried about Irons in game 2. Giving up 3 runs the first to UCLA. Looked like he was in early season form. Did settle down. That's kind of been his MO all year. A little bit of a slow starter, but when he locks in, then he's good to go. Christian, good morning. Enjoyed the crossover episode of Locked On. Thank you. Had a good laugh at the end. Just tried your best not to blow your lid on the Coastal has better pitching depth comment. Well, that's what I told Dave. I was like, you can pick him to win, man, but that's just factually inaccurate to tell me they have better pitching depth. Coastal has about 4 arms that they count on. Maybe you could extend that. No, 5, because they got their 3 starters. They got 2 relievers, one from the left side, one from the right side. They got 5 arms that they count on. Like, it's just factually inaccurate. Like, LSU's got a down the line guy in Jaden Newt who throws 97. I mean, give me a break. I mean, you got Zach Cowan, was Wofford's Friday guy last year, as a bullpen arm for you. I mean, they don't have anybody that looks like Kason Evans. It just, come on. Nikki Lacoste, good morning. Kelly Snyder from Omaha. Right. Barbara, good morning. In Texas, support my LSU. Husband's family are Texas fans. Watch the game with them. Love to see that. Stoned Muso, good morning. Got chicken on the grill tonight. Let's go. We need to beat Wake 2 days in a row. LSU can afford a loss. Jeffrey, do you sit Braswell today? No, I do not. Braswell is playing for me. And here's the other thing, too. Like, especially against Coastal, where you're going to have to defend against the bunt. You're going to have to turn double plays. Like, you're going to have to be really good defensively. I want my better defensive infielder. That's Braswell. Undeniably. You got a shortstop playing third. Like, undeniably, I want Braswell in there at third. That's 1. 2, it's not like Tanner Reeves has been amazing. Tanner Reeves hitting 260. Like, if Tanner Reeves was hitting 360, in his 60 at bats, we got a different story. But Tanner Reeves hitting 260. Like, I mean, he's had 12 at bats since I think the Auburn series. Like, again, it's not. He's got more power in his bat, no doubt. But Tanner Reeves hasn't gotten a hit since the Auburn series. He got a hit in game 2 against Auburn. I mean, since then he is since the hit against Auburn, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. No, sorry. Hang on. Since the hit against Auburn, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, 12. He's 0 for his last 12 since getting hit against Auburn. So it's like, it's not like if you had an option there that was like, no doubt a better option, we could have that conversation, but you don't. Matt, sitting at the beach of Rosemary, about to get my 38 sticker for my grocery getter. Love it. Hey, Brett, good morning. Joey, home crowd advantage, yes. You know what kind of crowd Coastal normally draw? I venture to say tonight's atmosphere will differ from what they experience in Omaha. Yeah, I also am probably not going to make too big a deal of that. I think Coastal probably have a couple thousand people there, but you'd expect 15, 17,000 LSU fans in the park, and the rest will be locals, you know. And a lot of the locals cheer for LSU anyway, so expect an overwhelmingly partisan LSU crowd. But, you know, how good is Coastal compared to teams who already played? Well, Razor, I mean, you mean in Omaha? Well, I mean, Arkansas was the most talented team in Omaha, and you beat them twice. Like, Coastal doesn't have the lineup Arkansas does. They don't have the depth of pitching Arkansas does. I mean, here's and this is like the difference. What happens when you get into a championship series as opposed to like a weekend? And this is one of the things I was explaining. One of my arguments with Dave on Locked On was like, in a weekend series, you know you're going to play 3, and if a guy runs into trouble early, you can let him work through it, you know, because you're playing through a 3-game series and a 30-game SEC schedule. It's very different than when you're playing this for the national championship, where you can't let the game get away. So, when Arkansas is a great example. So Zach Root, if that was the regular season matchup, Zach Root's not coming out in the second inning of the last Saturday when LSU and Arkansas played last Saturday. Zach Ertz's not coming out in the second inning. Like, he gave up a bleeder. He walked the guy. Like, he just had some misfortune. LSU didn't really hit a ball hard. I think Stanfield's the only one that got the ball in the air to the outfield. But anyway, so like in the regular season, Root's staying in the game, but in Omaha, like the stakes are higher. You need to win that game and move into the winner's bracket. So they pulled Root and went to the bullpen. Well, they go to the bullpen and they bring in Gabe Gackle. Well, I got news for you, Coach. If LSU breaks through against Cam Flukie today early, they ain't got Gabe Gackle in the bullpen. You know what I mean? Like, that's the difference. You got two nice frontline guys and a good number three, and then two bullpen arms that you really like, that are like your closers. That's it. Like, that's it. So, I mean, their best path is they need their starters to give them great length, where like Flukie can go 8, and then they can go to their closer. And the same thing with Morrison tomorrow. And I just don't see that happening. Like, maybe it is, and if it does, you'll tip your cap and go, amazing job on a huge stage. Captain Eli, morning, Matt. Any comments on Coastal's players saying not much they like about LSU? Not at all. I think anyone that's making anything about that, it's foolish. Like, it was a dumb question by the whoever was credentialed. Like, tell me something you admire. Like, what if they had asked? What if that guy had asked Anthony Einstein or Jake Brown? Hey, tell me something you admire about Coastal. I don't know nothing about Coastal Carolina. Until today, none of us have even given Coastal Carolina a thought. Like, nobody pays attention. Well, like, they're in the Sun Belt. Like, you don't cross. Who cares? It's nonsensical. Yeah, I mean, it's just, I thought it was stupid. It was a dumb question. It was an awful question. Is Mr. The Riot coming to jump in the pool with you? He's got the offer, but he won't. In Houston, my husband's diehard Texas family. Where my Tiger? There you go. Hey, Micah, you almost seem like it's set in stone. We get our 8th. I mean, Micah, LSU's a prohibitive favorite, man. They should be. And I got picking LSU to win it in 2. I mean, and by the way, I picked Coastal to come out of that side of the bracket. I'll go back gladly and find the video. Hang on. I'll find it. That's not it. I'll find it. Where did he tag me?
Yeah.
Anyway, I gotta find this. I don't know. I'm digging deep in there. Whatever. Anyway, I'll find it. Anyway, I picked Coastal to come out of that side of the bracket. I did not pick Coastal to win their regional, by the way. I did pick them to beat Auburn in the Supers, and I did pick them to advance to Omaha, or to advance to the College World Series Finals out of bracket 1. But I picked Florida to win that regional. Hey, Matt. Love you all, man. Miss home like a son of a gun. Glad to have you, Joe. Thanks for being there, man. Gulf South, I get Coastal didn't face same competition. We've seen LSU's bats get shut down multiple times against day 3 guys. Texas threw a midweek arm against us. Our bats have to stay hot. Completely agree with that. Not as good as Arkansas or Tennessee. I'm not a baseball guy. When I saw us play Arkansas first, I wondered if we were the 2 best teams. Absolutely. I mean, look, and they were the 2 highest remaining national seeds. The only other national seed still in it was Oregon State, who was the number 8 seed. But it goes back to the conversation we had about reseeding the field, which I think they should do. But because LSU and Arkansas, quite honestly, should be playing for the national championship, not LSU and Coastal. Club, what up, man? Watch the crossover Locked On. There was definitely a big difference between your take and their Locked On's take. Skip, today's feel like Caden and Shores Day. It could be Shores, Skip. I think if you can close it out with Evans, you're going to close it out with Evans. But you could go Shores, Evans. It depends. I think it depends on how much length. Do you need a bridge or not? This Cade, look, best case scenario is Cade goes and throws a complete game. I mean, and he's capable. It's his last outing ever. And what are you saving him for? If he needs 130 pitches and he's holding his velo and feels good and his command is there, run him out there. Let him throw a complete game. I mean, he did it against Oklahoma in 40-degree weather. Hey, David, good morning. Watch Locked On Sunbelt. Clayton Twitterverse asking for standing over Braswell. Could be like Thompson a couple of years ago. Hope so. Hopefully that loosens him up. Terrio gave a great explanation yesterday on this. And one of the things he talked about is how Braswell, you can tell he's in his legs because he's crouching and leaning over to get closer to the baseball just to make contact. And that makes you very tense and rigid. He said, I would tell him just to stand straight up and swing and try to hit the ball to Iowa. I mean, not a bad approach. Like, just loosen up and let your hands fly, and make good contact. Biggest difference, his was mostly homer emotional. Yours was statistical take. Happens sometimes. Michael, their guy's also a USL fan. Robbie, good morning. Christian, I don't know if anyone really discussed the storyline. This is the first time in the new tournament format both teams in the championship series came out of the bracket undefeated. That's interesting. I didn't know that. Good statistic. Goes to show how hard it is to do. Hey, Cliff, let's see. Oh, there you go. Yeah. That's where I was. If y'all want to go check, go to Locked On LSU podcast or YouTube. You can see the crossover episode. So Dave Schultz and I recorded that last night. But that's just where I got again, you can have a lot of respect for the opponent. I do. Coastal's won 56 games. I think Jacob Morrison's been fantastic. The guy you're seeing tonight, Fluky, is a projected first-round pick next year. Their catcher, Bodine, is a projected first-round pick this year. I mean, they've got talent. LSU just has way more talent and a better pitching staff and experience. And they've played a tougher schedule. And there's so many reasons to like LSU. But you can have respect for Coastal, and I do. And it's baseball. They're certainly capable of winning. But where I really pushed back was always on the bullpen thing. And said, Coastal's got a deeper... No, you don't. That's absurd. I mean, LSU can go to their 10th guy, and it's William Schmidt, who passed on $3 million to come play at LSU, who throws mid-upper 90s and has an MLB spin rate on his breaking ball. That's your 10th guy. They don't have anyone like that. Come on. Deeper bullpen. Matt, you're super confident LSU's going to do this in 2. Do you think Einson's much better than Jim Morrison? It's Jacob Morrison, not Jim Morrison. Do you think LSU's offense is going to show up in game 2? I think Anthony Einson will be able to handcuff Coastal's offense because he's amazing. And I think LSU's offense will break through against Morrison, who's been good. But again, I think Coastal's pitching numbers, are inflated because they have faced a Sun Belt schedule. If those pitchers were running through the SEC, I don't think Morrison's ERA would be 2. I don't think Fluky would have an ERA of 3.5. Maybe I'm wrong, but if you're facing that kind of schedule throughout the year, you're playing 30 SEC games and 10 of your starts come against the SEC instead of against the Sun Belt, it's probably going to look a little different. Anyway. Just my take. Whatever. Rick, Ethan Fry's 2 hits, 4 walks, scored 6 runs in the last 2 games. He and Milo may be pivotal for us to win. Yeah, I mean, top of your lineup. You need your table setters to get on base and your run producers to produce. Hey, Brant. Matt, get AT&T Fiber. It's not available yet, but actually there's a sign outside in our neighborhood that they're about to start installing it. Matt, love when you said went full Sunbelt nerd. He went full Sunbelt nerd. Did I say he went Sunbelt nerd? Oh, well. Timothy, listen to Florida. Thanks, Timothy. Hey, Mark. They're the best team LSU's played all year. Arkansas would be second. That's just not true. That's just a factual inaccuracy. I mean, Arkansas is loaded with dudes that are going to be drafted, and there's not. I mean, Arkansas's pitching staff is deep and talented and loaded, and that's just so flawed to say Coastal's the best team that played all year. Anyway, here you go, Thomas.
Parish Construction and Roofing. At Parish, we've got you covered. From the top of your roof, all the way down. Parish Construction and Roofing. Parish Built. Parish Built. Parish Built. From your hometown, parishbuilt.com.
All right, Parish Construction and Roofing. Please visit parishbuilt.com to schedule that free no obligation roofing inspection. I'm going to drop, if y'all don't mind, I know I've mentioned this before, but I would greatly appreciate if you would take a quick second and leave Parish a 5-star Google review. That's tremendously helpful. And even if we haven't done work for you, you can leave us a Google review for the work we do in the community, which is plentiful. I mean, we're a sponsor of Driving the Future for Our Lady of the Lake Children's Hospital. We've sponsored the Our Lady of Mercy Fair, the St. Jude Fair, the Go Red for Women luncheon for to raise awareness for for the American Heart Association. So we love being community involved, and maybe that's a reason why you could leave us a review. But it's immensely helpful if you would, and I'd appreciate that greatly. I just dropped the link. If you could take a quick second and just click that and leave Parish a 5-star Google review, I would greatly appreciate it. If not, totally cool too. But if you have a quick second, you could just click that link, leave a 5-star review. That would be awesome. I'd appreciate you. Hey, Kevin. Hello from Omaha. Been here since Thursday the 12th. Have been having a blast. That's awesome. Eddie O, I'll tell you this. If I could, Matthew, good morning. Okay. Yeah, I'll start doing more of the clips with Terrio. And that's a miss from me. I should have thought of that sooner, and we could have been doing it all throughout the year, but I'm happy to do that. We can continue doing it through draft and stuff like that. Portal. Anyway, what were we talking about? Oh, if I could take 2 weeks in the summer and just go set up shop in Omaha and stay near the ballpark and just go to the park every day and watch every baseball game of that tournament and have beers and Jello shots. I wouldn't do Jello shots, but maybe one just for the novelty. But go have some steak dinners and enjoy Omaha and just watch a ton of baseball. God, I would love to do that. I mean, get me to the point in life where I could just go live there for a week and a half and go do that. That'd be great. I'm very envious. Hey, Corey, good morning. I don't know what you're talking about. Let's see. Let's go Tigers. Got the money line under 8.5 runs. Another ticket, LSU minus 1.5 runs. Jimmy gave the under. I think Mincy gave the under, which I get it. I mean, it's been the under has hit plentifully in this tournament. Winds blowing in. Coastal hasn't hit a homer all year. Cade Anderson's been great again, and Coastal struggled offensively against lefties, and you got the best lefty in the country. Yeah, I mean, I think this is probably a day where the under may hit. Coastline ready for Anderson Ianson. Carlos, good morning. Thank you for the show. Carl the Cat, going to be hot in Omaha. Don't need to go game 3 because of rain. Hey, Clegg's Nursery. Y'all go see our friends over at Clegg's today. You got until 6 o'clock for game time. So any of the 4 locations, buy local, shop local. Go see our friends at Clegg's Nursery. Tiger Diver, morning, Scone. You think AE could start, then Cade Anderson throw against the race? No, you take game 1. Don't complicate this. Don't complicate this. You have the best pitcher in college baseball. It's probably going to be the first pick in the draft. He's a dominant lefty. They struggle against lefties. Go get game one. Don't complicate it. The objective is to win 3. I'd like you to do this in 2. So go get game one and then put yourself in a position tomorrow with Anderson or with Ianson and all hands on deck to win 1 baseball game and win a national championship. Brad, as soon as the game ends tomorrow, when LSU wins the national championship, I'll fire up Locked on LSU. Remember, we'll be on Locked on LSU, and I'll do my pool jump. And I'll wait till enough people are watching. I'll let the audience build, and then I'll do the pool jump. Morning, Matt. How do you feel about LSU fans that are saying they feel bad for beating Arkansas? I don't think they feel bad for beating Arkansas. I think there are people who feel bad that Arkansas collapsed. Like, you can feel badly for the players who gagged. I mean, that's real, but I don't feel badly for Arkansas one lick. Does Arkansas? Yes, Arkansas's pitching is a million times better than Coastal Carolina's. Like, Zach Root's probably going to be a first rounder. Gabe Gackle will one day be a first rounder. Go down the list of guys. I mean, Gibbler's amazing from the left side. I mean, they are Arkansas. That is a loaded baseball team you just beat twice, 4 times in 5 tries this year. Like, the talent level on the roster is not comparable. Like, Coastal has some good top-end talent. They're a veteran team. They're different. But if you're just talking about talent, projectability, like, that's not close. You can be a really good team, and Coastal's a really good. They've won 56 games. But talent, it's not close. Yeah, they don't have anyone that looks like Casey Evans. Does Braswell move to the outfield next year? Braswell is going to Pro Bowl. He's a senior. This is the end of his eligibility. Kennery need a Parish hat. Hey, man, come on by the Parish office. Come during the week. Pop into the front desk. Just say, hey, Scone said I can get a Parish hat. They'll hand one off to you. Mark, I feel you're a little overconfident. I'm watching the show because I respect your takes. That's fine, Mark. I mean, you want me to give you an opinion. I'm giving you my opinion. My opinion is LSU in 2. I've also said, can Coastal win? Sure they can. It's baseball. This LSU team got run-ruled by Northwestern State. It's baseball. Of course it can happen. But there's a reason LSU's minus 190 to win this thing. You've got the best 1-2 tandem in the country with Anderson, Ianson. I read this stat earlier. I'll give it to you again for those that missed it before. Hat tip, Hunt Palmer. He's got it up at LouisianaSports.net. Against lefties this year, Coastal Carolina is 94th in the country in OPS against lefties, and their strikeout rate against lefties is 267th. They strike out 24% of their at-bats against lefties. Anderson is a lefty who's dominant and leads the nation in strikeouts. I don't think Coastal is going to have a great opportunity to get going offensively against Cade Anderson tonight. I think LSU wins tonight and wins game 1. They'll go into tomorrow with an all-hands-on-deck approach with Ianson and Evans and Shores and Newt and whoever else you need. Count like whoever you need to go win the national championship. And I think they're going to get it done. Yeah. Kathy, Craig, seeing Drew this morning warms my heart. Thank you, man. Appreciate it very much. My friend Michael, morning, Scone, going over to a friend's house to watch the game. Nervous. There's always a little nerves, man.
Oh, just wait.
Oh, we had a uniform change, huh?
Go.
All right. Good as way. Arkansas is more talented, but Coastal's pitchers have been less up and down. Gackelwood, Vital Shees. Oh, yeah, I forgot about the guy that threw a no-hitter. Braswell's a veteran leader, brings A-plus glove, hard to pull him. Cartel, shalom. Hope all's well with you and the family. We're great, man. Thank you. Hope the same for you and yours. Irfan, Omaha bound. Hope there you go, man. Safe travels. Hey, Hot Rod. Let's go. What? We're so excited. Belated Happy Father's Day. Thanks, man. Belated Happy Father's Day to all the dads who we didn't catch last weekend. Yeah. Connor, don't forget we struggle against our starters. We're good driving pitch counts up. Let's see. Matt, would you start? And all lefty outfield, Pearson, Curiel, and Brown. No, Stanfield will be in center. Let's see. Oh, I know some sissy players. Clint, Coastal style plays what worries me. They execute at a high level. It's infuriating. Hit by pitch, walk, stolen bases. It'll be a stressful series. That's fine, Clint, except that Cade Anderson has hit 3 batters all year and has walked 30. I mean, he doesn't. Your 2 starters are strike throwers. Ianson's hit 4 and walked 36 on the whole season. That's in over 100 innings pitched. Like, you're running out there 2 strike throwers. You got a huge advantage. Like, don't complicate it. Matt, have a great feel in the outcome of this game. Made 2 games to Alec Box in 2019, watching Tommy hitting a grand slam. This year, watching Cade beat Alabama. Go Tigers. Hey, Ronnie, good morning. Yeah, thank you. Let's watch. Yes. That's true. Dave did say that. He said he hadn't really watched Coastal all year. Hey, Raven, good morning. Drew's ready for school over the weekend. He loves it. David, good morning. Jeremy, finished all my assignments for the online semester. Go enjoy the game. That's awesome. Does Drew walk around like that all the time? Yes. Drew's constantly on the go. Hey, Mark. Go Tigers. Drew's favorite breakfast, pancakes or donuts. So Drew is tube fed, so he doesn't eat pancakes or donuts. It's Pediasure 1.5 in the feeding tube. Randall, what happened with the guy who had open heart surgery? Forgive me, I can't remember his name. That's all good, Randall. Yeah, so that's Brian Penton. And Brian's been popping on a little bit here too. So he said he's feeling better and doing better. So that's fantastic. We're excited for him. Did you toot? Yeah, you did. All right, sorry about that. Weston, love the interview with Locked on Sunbelt. Not sure what he knew. Y'all got to go check it out if y'all haven't seen it yet. Go to Locked on LSU. We did the crossover episode with Locked on Sunbelt. My God, Dave Schultz. Dave might be jumping on here too. I don't know. So anyway. All right, y'all. that just happened. All right, y'all. Let me get out of here. I got to go write a story about Paul Gervais getting called up. All right, enjoy the game tonight, y'all. Be a little late with Locked On post game tonight. I mentioned y'all on the last Locked On post game. We got our friend group from high school, 25 years in the making. One of my buddies did a documentary, videoed our whole senior year and turned it into a movie. And he rented out a screen at the movie theater for us to watch. And it just so happens to be today's the day. Months and months and months ago was planned. So I'm going to be a little late on Locked On post game tonight. It won't be as soon as the game goes final, but I will have it tonight. So hopefully talking a Tiger win, which I think we will be, a dominant performance from Kate Anderson. But wait, hey, someone asked for the GoFundMe link for Brian. Yes, we do. Hang on. I'll post it. Thank you for asking. Let me grab it. You know what? I bet I got it here. Hang on. Yep, here it is. Got it. I'm glad you said that too, because I need to go make my donation as well. I've forgotten. But there's the GoFundMe link. Yeah, so Brian had quadruple bypass. Brian drives a truck, so he's the guy who always checks in all over the country, right? And so he said he's not going to be able to drive for 6 months. So expenses might get a little tight, and you ask for help. I say, hey, man, start a GoFundMe, and I'll post the link here. And if anybody can help or give anything, please do. That's great. So I'll go do as well. So. Right, ain't nobody coming over to my house and jumping in that pool, bro. I'll handle it solo, unless Mr. The Riot comes over. All right, y'all be good, man. Have a great day. Go Tigers. We'll see you. Peace.